Hello friends, today we will going to discuss about the one more topic, that is learning. See, learning is a word which will start with the birth of a child and it will end once you will going to leave from this world. That means once a child born to the on the earth, the learning process starts, and they will going to learn from different experience through family, friends, their own environment, neighbors, their own experience. Everything will going to put them some of the informations or the skill in them, and that will lead to learn something in the life. We will look into in detail what is learning. So in a broader sense, when we define learning, it is nothing but an acquisition of a knowledge or getting something out of the situation or the matter or the reading or by looking into something. That is something we are acquiring. The knowledge is called as a learning. But according to Henry P. Smith, he defined learning is nothing but a acquisition of new behavior or strengthening or weakening of the old behavior as a result of experience. See, we are experiencing many things in our life and in a day-to-day life where we come across lot of new things. So these experience are the new things will going to help us in developing a new behavior, or we may going to strengthen the existing behavior, or there may be a chance of weakening the existing behavior. For example, we think that something is good, so suddenly based on our experience, if you come to know that no, this is not at all a good, I should not. See, many times we have seen so many TV programs or the serials and all where the good people became bad and bad became people became good based on their experience. See, this is how they have learned in their life, and the situation or the exposure of an individual to a particular situation made them to change their behavior. And the next definition, which is given by Crow and Crow, they defined that learning is nothing but acquisition of knowledge, habits, and attitudes. So here not only the knowledge, here they may going to acquire some habit or they may going to acquire some attitude. That means they develop their favorableness towards a particular situation, person, or anything material. That is what will be acquired through the learning. It involves the new ways of doing things, and it operates in an individual's attempts to overcome the obstacles or to readjust to the new situation. See, learning will help us to do the things in a different way or in a better way. When you are doing something or an individual is doing something, and if he come across some problems or the obstacles, he will learn something to adjust to the new situation or to carry out the things by overcoming all these problems. He is nothing but a learning. Now we will see some of the nature and characteristics of a learning. The first one is learning is a process, not a product. That means that the learning is not an end product. It involves a series of activities has to be done. For example, when we are telling the production of hybrid varieties of a paddy, the yield increase in yield is not learning. The learning is the things how you carry out each and every operations in cultivation of a paddy. That means maybe in terms of weed management, pest management, water management, insect management, or nursery management, everything is nothing but a learning which involves a series of activities, or it is a process. And the next one is learning involves training and other experience of an individual. See, always learning is nothing but acquisition of knowledge or something, the information or developing an attitude. This will be acquired or learned through your own experience. See, for example, when I am not know how to cook, based on my experience, I may start cooking a good dishes or a tasty dishes like that. Because of your capacity building, I may attend some the coaching classes related to cooking, and I will learn the cooking. That is what is the important character is learning involves a training or based on your experience of an individual. We will learn or acquire many important new things. And the next one is the learning is goal oriented or the purposeful. That means whenever we want to learn something, we are having certain goal or the purpose. For example, if I want to learn a embroidery design on a cloth, or I want to do some cloth painting, or I want to do some poster painting, I will learn mainly my goal is I want to learn about that poster painting. Maybe if you want to learn swimming, your goal is swimming and you will go to swimming class and you will learn the things. Main purpose is you want to survive during the critical period. So always the learning is goal oriented and it is a purposeful activity. And the next one characteristics is learning leads to changes in the behavior, either in a positive way or in a negative way. See, I have given you the example before only. You have seen a lot of serials, or in our own life, we felt that we should be very honest to our friends. But our friends, if they do something dishonesty with us, we will lose the faith on the friendship and we also become materialistic in them. And sometimes maybe the friends who gave everything for our welfare, then we will trust more our friends. Both the way, in a positive way or in a negative way, there may be a change in your behavior due to learning. If you come to in agriculture, see, due to indiscriminate use of fertilizers and the pesticides has started mainly to achieve a increased production to get a higher profitability, which is nothing but a negative change in the behavior. Once that has impacted on your product and the residual effect of your soil that resulted in poor crop yield in a longer run, we may go for IPM. IPM practices is adopted by a farmer due to the learning of many things are based on their experience. This positive change is due to their learning only. And the next one is learning may result in discontinuance or abandonment of existing behavior. See, when we learn something new, we will going to leave the previous one. For example, if we don't know how to use a grinder, or if you don't know how to use a oven, we used to heat the food items on gas stove only. Once we learn that is the heating the things in a oven is very easy task, then we will leave the heating of the food product on a gas stove. That means learning something new will going to discontinue or we will going to stop some existing behavior due to learning of new things and we are adjusted with the new things. And the next one is learning prepares an individual for adjustment and adaptation that may be necessary. That means when we are put in a new situation, if you want to adjust to a new situation or the environment or adapt to that, then we should learn what it is. For example, when we will go to a new state, or when you are placed in a new community or a new culture which is not at all known to us, I will start learning each and everything just to make myself accommodating in that particular culture or a particular situation. If we go to northeastern state, our lifestyle is entirely different from a northeastern state, but it will make me compile me or it will make me to learn the things which is there in a northeastern state just to adjust with that situation and be among themselves and adjust to the culture. This is how the learning will help us to prepare to adjust to the situation. There are different types of learning. The first one is the verbal learning. Verbal learning is, as the name itself indicates, that we will going to learn through the hearing the information or by developing a perceptions or by reading. That means here the learning takes place by using the signs, pictures, symbols, words, etc. And the next one is the concept learning. The concept learning, good example is farmers can identify weed from a crop as a result of concept learning. As the name itself indicates that the concept learning is I am learning something new based, which is very essential for me to carry out my day-to-day activities. That is nothing but here the farmer learns the different types of weeds which are existing in their field and how it could be controlled, and he could able to identify which is dichotomous, which is polychotomous, and which could be removed and which is useful and which is useless and where it has to be controlled. Everything, these concept learning help them to do something which is better in their agricultural activities. Next one is the motor learning. Motor learning is nothing but how you are going to learn the things physically by using the motor skill. So that is the good example is learning how to drive a tractor. For that you require a physical effort to be done to learn how to drive a tractor. That is nothing but a motor skill or the physical learning. And the next one is attitude learning. Attitude learning is based on your experience or exposure to a different situation or the different condition, different information will help you to develop an attitude towards a particular thing, maybe an individual, maybe situation, maybe things, as it is favorable or unfavorable for that. That means based on your experience, exposure made you to develop an attitude, and that attitude is developed mainly due to the learning from different stages. And the next one is problem solving learning. The problem solving learning is nothing but when you want to do something new, you are carrying out some activities, in between there may be a chance of occurrence of some obstacles or the problem. See, once the problem occurs, we will not stop there. We will try to solve those problems by learning something, that is by reasoning out, thinking, imagining, drawing conclusion. For example, if I am running an enterprise and there is a chance of insufficient supply of raw material, which is acts as an obstacle for my enterprise. At that time, to solve the problem, I may search for some other source of raw materials or good quality raw materials for immediate fulfillment of that. That is what we will learn based on our experience or day-to-day activities, how to solve a problem. And the next one comes is the perceptual learning. That is, perceptual learning is based on your perception or interaction with the people, based on experiencing something with the people in a new situation that help us to pursue something, and that will develop us to learn something. That is the perceptual learning, means something which is negative can be perceived as a positive, or something which is positive can be perceived as a negative based on your learning. Example is occurrence of disease in the field due to past experience. That is, we came to know that when there is a high moisture percentage in the weather condition or unseasonal rainfall may results in occurrence of huge pest and disease attack in the crop. This is what I'll be pursuing based on my past experience, which I have learned from my own experience. There are different types of learning. The first learning type is negatively accelerated or convex learning. See, negatively accelerated and a convex learning is nothing but here in the beginning there is a fast learning takes place. So you can see there is a fast learning takes place, and after reaching some point it become a stagnation. It is look like a convex curve. So that's why it is called as a convex curve or negative accelerated learning. See here, this the fast learning in the beginning will takes place, or the situation will takes place when the task is very simple and you are having some knowledge about that, and previously you have experienced that particular task, then only you can do it very fast. For example, a farmer had a seed drill. If he given them a fertilizer cum seed drill, he can use it very quickly because he is having an experience of using a seed drill. And second type of learning is positively accelerated or concave curve. Here, in the beginning, there is a slow learning, and as the time goes, the learning will become fast, and in a particular point, it reaches the maximum. See, this is what is the learning, that is the initial, it look like a concave curve. And here, initially, the learning is very slow. Once you get an experience about it, the learning will gradually increase over a period of time. Here, this will occur when the task is very difficult and new to you, and you don't have any previous experience of practicing it or doing the task. Then the learning will become slow. For example, as I told that the farmers know about the seed drill, so he can use very effectively seed cum fertilizer drill. If a farmer don't know how to use a drill at all, and if he purchase a fertilizer cum seed drill, it is becoming very difficult for him to use correctly. In the beginning, he may take more time to adjust to that and making trial and error method. And once he learns that skill, then the learning will become very fast. And the third type is a combination type or the concave and convex curve. Here, in the beginning, the learning will become very fast because the learner is very interested to learn, and suddenly he will stop or discontinue the learning. And after a certain period of time, again, he will get motivated and continue the practicing of the same thing again. And again, he become uninterrupted, interested, and he will stop doing it, or it will become a slow. See, this is what we can see in this curve. In the beginning, it is a slow, and suddenly it is increased. Again, it becomes stagnation, and again it increases, and again become a stagnation. So this combined concave and convex curve looks like a S-shaped curve, where the people will be interested in alternate learning, and stopping learning and stopping will be there. Here learner has a fluctuating mind or a mental status, and that's why he may start with enthusiasm and he may stop, and again he will get motivated and again starts and he will stop. So the learning of a task starts from zero, that is learner has no previous experience also in this case. See, good example for this when a farmer frequently replaces the agricultural implements for the same agricultural operation. This type of curve could be seen when you do the same operation by using different implements. So one implement I used, which is new, and I learned and I felt that it is not at all useful or not economic, I may change it or stop it. And again, I feel that after using one more, again, I felt that no, this is only good. Again, I'll start using the same implement. This is what we could able to see. What are the importance of learning in extension? The first thing is it helps in changing attitude and knowledge. For example, the learning helps the farmer to change their attitude and they increase their knowledge. See, indiscriminate use of fertilizers and the chemicals may impact it on the residual effect for a long run. That will help him to change his attitude, and that forced him to acquire a knowledge on IPM practices, which helps the farmers to stop indiscriminate use of the chemical fertilizers. And the next one is the learning helps in adoption of innovation. See, it is a known fact that the learning about a stream method of paddy cultivation helps them to get a higher yield with a minimum usage of the water. So when they start learning the alternate method for to overcome the problem leads to the adoption of a technology. And the learning makes practice dynamic. That means we will going to improvise the use of particular technology in agriculture over a period of time. A farmer may learn the operation of seed cum fertilizer drill, and again he may go for foliar spray can be correctively used by repeated use of that technology or by using that. When an action is exercised again and again, it gets strengthened, and in future it become easy to perform. See, this is how in the beginning you may feel difficulty and you may go change, but once you start practicing all those technologies, that will become very easy for you and you can learn very efficiently and effectively. What are the important elements of learning situation? When we are telling about a learning situation, there are majorly the 5 elements. The important, the center part of the learning element is the learner. So the first learner is nothing but a farmer or maybe any person who want to get the information. So being a learner, they must have a positive attitude or they must have a interest for learning the new things or acquiring the new things, which is very essential to achieve the success. And they must be motivated to learn the new things, which is very essential in adopting a technology by a farmer. And the next one is a teacher. Teacher here is nothing but a extension worker. Being a teacher, extension worker must be skillful enough and they must have a proper knowledge about the subject matter, and they should know that what is the need and interest of a people. Based on that, the teacher must deliver the information for the effective acceptance of the technology by the learner. And the next one is the subject matter. The subject matter should be, are the important content or the technology which I want to give to the learner should be based on needs and interest of the learner, and it should be compatible with the resources available with them, and it should be suitable to the situation or the holding of a farmer who is having a small or a large or with so many facilities. And next comes is the teaching material. The teaching material means the audiovisual aids are the some of the technologies which we are using to convey the message very efficiently to the learner. See here, the teaching materials which we are using should be suitable to the situation, facilities available, and the budget which I am having, and also based on the skill of a teacher who wants to use the teaching material. And next comes is the physical facilities. The physical facility means the compatibility of a learner in a sitting position, ventilation, light, and everything should be comfortable. He should feel comfortable and he should concentrate and give attention to the learn things. So when all these 4 elements are made effective, learner can learn the things. He is the main target by all these 4 elements. So this is what is learning. Learning is a continuous process. Everybody has to learn to adjust with the changing environment or the changing situation. So learning should be self-motivated, and everybody must have an interest in learning the things in a proper way to adjust or adapt ourselves to a new situation and to cope up with the changing technologies and changing production methods. So this will help us to cope up with the present situation and to fulfill the needs and requirement of each and every person. Thank you. I hope you have understood the importance of